Howdy, howdy, hey, welcome back to Lucero Gaming, everyone. Back with another Train Sim World 3 video, and today we are a Carman inspector. So I gotta inspect the train before it goes outbound. Um, this is something new in the Train Sim World series, so let's see what else we have to do afterwards. Welcome to Barstow Yard. Your task as a carman is to do routine inspection on trains leaving Barstow. So this train right in front of me is ready to be inspected. So let's see what we find. I hope everyone's having a great day today. Glad to be back here in California on the BNSF. You can see that we're in Barstow. And this train is ready to get out of here. But before they leave, we got to make sure that these cars are ready for a long haul trip. So let's see what the game wants us to do. Unlock the door bolts of the boxcar. Is it on this side? It is. Okay. So like I said, this is the first time I've ever seen this get done. Now lock it. Alright, that's kind of weird. Normally these doors will be sealed with the company that loaded them. So no one will be able to open it until it gets to its destination and the seal should be sealed. I don't know why they're making us do this. But the question is, can I open the door? Sure can. I don't know if Train Sim World 2 was like this or not. I didn't ever try to open up the cars and all that stuff. But I mean, it looks like a box car in there. Oh, can you climb up here? You sure can climb up here. So even the cars can get into, huh? Wow. Now obviously you can't unlock it from this side. Would it let me? Yeah, no, it says door locked. So what if when I close it from this end? Let's see. I'm curious. I'll actually open it from the inside. As long as those doors are locked, you can open it from the inside. I'll get this closed up. Don't want to waste any more time on this train. Somebody needs an empty box car. That might be the reason why it will allow me to open it if it's empty. Like I said, normally these will be sealed, will be a tag. Apply the handbrake on the box car. Okay. So, can it let me do it from the ground? You don't ever want to step in the gauge. See, they won't let me do that. So I either climb over, or can I do it up here? Release the handbrake. Alright, so that worked. Yeah, you don't ever want to step inside the gauge. The only time is when you are fixing not really the knuckle, when you're just doing up the air hoses, that's about it. So want me to check this one? I don't want to open that. Alright, well that card looks good. There we go. Now go on the other side. Figures. Alright, so normally what you do, you'll climb up this way. Let's see if it lets me climb up this way. Kind of maneuver on this side. And then get on this ladder and walk on this platform. But for some reason, it does not like me to do that. So, gotta climb over the knuckle. Which is definitely not a safe thing to do. And the other question, is this track locked out on both ends? There should be a blue flag so that no, the train hooks up to this while we're inspecting. So let's see, lights, a blue flag, and to possibly lock out the switch. It wants me to do this one now. I'll come on this side this time. I'm up here. And let's do a quick apply. So that's this little dial right here is the release mechanism. So when your brake is on, fully applied, you come over here. It won't, I mean obviously it won't live in the game, but you'll pull that lever up and it'll pop it and it will spin. So it doesn't really happen when you're applying it. You want to try to keep your hands, like your palm on this side, and allow your fingers to go in between them. Don't ever stick your hand in here, in this section, because sometimes these wheels will spin opposite and could break your hand. The other thing too is since it wants me to release them like this, you always never stick none of your fingers in these grooves. Always keep your palms on the outside and let it, because sometimes, like I said, there's a spring up in these mechanisms, and if for some reason it doesn't catch, it will spin. I had my fair shares of brakes that just pop like that. Pretty wild. So something real world here. And check out this brake. Okay. Yep, so that's how you did it. And then, you know, releasing it, see how it just popped and it released. I didn't have to crank it or do anything. So these are auto rack cars. And they load them up from in right here. Here's a door. It says you can open it. Ah, well, there's a car. Can you climb up? You sure can. Can't go far since there's vehicles in it, but pretty cool how they had detail to that. Alright, let's get out of here. Close this door. Alright, I just need to lock it. Maybe if I come on this side. No, it does not. Wait, right there. Alright, there we go. Good. Well, that is pretty cool that you're able to mess with these cars like that. So auto racks, you can open box cars. The question is, what about covered hoppers? Which is not a whole lot you can do. There's the doors on the bottom. Okay, this handbrake. The handbrake seems to be locked on. You've proven to be a capable engineer. Bring the yard switcher over and deliver the faulty car to the shop for repairs. Well, technically, Carmen are not qualified to run the engine. So, yep, can't even release it. So I'm gonna pretend that they called in a yard crew to get this done, because Carmen, I guess I can't do it. Alright, just past the switch, which pretty good gap. Let me get it switched over. Oh, and I cannot reach. Alright. hop on the end back here, and let's start him back. 500 feet to go. So it looks like these are like the outbound tracks, because you can do like 25 miles an hour on them. So that car was what, 4 cars down? Nice and easy, nice and easy. There it is. Uncouple. Okay. Alright, set and centered. Reverser is centered and independent is applied. So remember, this brake is on, so we're going to be dragging this. Brakes. Cut that off. I'll see you in the locomotive. Alright, Barstow East departures, number 9901. That's a track. Oh, sorry. I meant to do 2. Got a little carry away right there. Let me close these windows. It is pretty loud. Now, I don't want to stop. I just want to get to that marker. And you can see that that it wasn't all lined up. Even down here. Alright, we should be good to go. Now you can tell that if I leave it a notch 0, our speed is going down. It's because that brake on the last car is still applied. Now normally the Carman will figure out a way to let go of those brakes, because even at 2,000 feet, dragging that car can ruin the wheels, and that's how you get flat spots. And that is something that you don't really want to do, because it can ruin else's, you can ruin someone else's car. But at the end of the day, this is just a simulation game, so not everything can be accurate, which is fine. But and this is a pretty big yard. I mean, there's tracks over there. There's that train I cut off from. And then you still got way down there too, so good sized yard. Now, if you need help with setting up this locomotive, I will be coming out with a video on it. I know I have GP38. Oh, this is an SD-40, but I had a GP38 and SD-40 video that I released probably about 2 years ago. So I'll be updating that content. So if you're new here, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on that video and any other Train Sim World 3 videos. Yeah, I'll do the SD-40. The SD-40 and the Jeeps are kind of similar interior. I mean, there are a few other differences, but like I said, normally they are pretty accurate when it comes to the Jeeps and the SD-40s. I think the real difference is SD-40s have 3 axles, Jeeps have 2, and the SD-40 has more horsepower than your Jeeps. Alright, 8,400 feet away. Let me just see what that's on the map. Oh, that's way down here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this thing rolling backwards. Go notch 1. Turn that off. And I'm going to get everything lined up. And with them being so far back there, I will meet everyone once I get closer to the shop. Shop track, to be as realistic as possible, you want to stop this train about 150 feet away from entering that shop. So a good rule of thumb is each car is 50 feet, so about 3 car lengths. So I'll stop that. And what you're checking for is make sure that no one's on the track, near the track, no equipment, no tools, and that your brakes work. I don't know if this track is a spur track and if there's, nothing beyond it. So that's why we do these type of stops. And you can tell we get into the car repair shop because there's, wheels and all that stuff. So I'll stop it about where that barrier's at. That should be good. Alright, now that I stopped, I just want to again make sure everything is clear, and you can tell that that's a straight shot, so there's nothing to be run into. And the other reason, when you're going through buildings like this, you don't ever ride through them just in case they derail. You don't get smushed on walls and all that stuff. So, the other thing to do is the train has to have a bell on. And that signifies people around here that a train is moving, just like if you're in the yard. And the bell's constantly on so that people can hear you. Because sometimes, you can have people repairing cars and they might have grinders, they might have torches, and all that good stuff. And you can hear these brakes are on. And I'm going to say that they want it centered in here. So I'll put that car. That should be good right there. Yep. Uncouple. Centered. Oh, look, there's somebody right there. See? He knows we're in here. Great work. Now with the faulty car taken care of, return the remaining cars to the train. Okay. And again, I'll keep my bell on. To probably clear up those, yeah, probably up to this pole right up here. I mean, you could take it off once you clear that car out of that shop, but that should be good right there. Alright, finally cleared that switch. Not too far from coupling it to this train. Now, if you do need help with the walkthrough of that, what is that, AC-44 C4? I think that's what it's called. The bigger units on Cajon Pass. I have a video that I did last week explaining everything you need to know about that and more detailed than what the training center will do on the game. So I will leave that in the iCard right there in the top right corner. Finish this video. Go check that out if you need help with that locomotive. It is nice to have scenarios in the game where it's not too long. It's interesting, but it's not too long, because some of the scenarios in Train Sim World 2, it was just like, man, you're just making me do busy work. So hopefully this is it, which I'm assuming it's going to be. Alright, better start supplying some brakes. Do a full application on it. A little bit closer. And it looks like the rest of the train might be auto racks. Right there. A little slow down the. I made that hook. Alright. So now uncouple from the locomotives. Please don't tell me I'm going to put them back on this side. Unless I'm going to shove them somewhere. Stop as indicated. Okay. Alright, that should be good right there. Stop in location as indicated. Where am I going now? Way on the opposite side of the yard? See what okay, see? I was just talking, not really smack, but I was just saying, Train Sim World 2 made you do busy work. And keep in mind, the carman is still technically running the train. So, there ain't no way, shape, and form that that person is running a train. Especially doing what I'm doing now. So, going down a different track, I don't know. I just do what the game tells me to do. And it looks like it wants me to stop my head end right on this marker. Still good. Here's our red signal. Stop in location. Alright, so now I'm going to dump this stuff in the spur track. Right down there. Okay, so you're gonna tell me, no, this track should be about 5 to 10 miles an hour, but it's saying on the top right corner it's 15. So you're gonna sit there and tell me that this track, that's a spur track, and a spur track is there's only one way in and one way out, because there's a barrier at the end. But this spur track is 15 miles an hour. That is crazy. That made no sense. This track, the entire way, 10 miles an hour. Spur track, 15. That's wild. Yeah, you can see the barrier, the end of the track right there. That's what we call a spur. I don't know why the brakes in this locomotive is sticking. Oh, am I gonna tie it down? Sure looks like I'm gonna tie it down. Continue inspection of M bar lock 106. Hopefully the rest of the day goes without a hitch. Okay. Turn off all that. And that's it. 59, 30, 59 minutes, 30 seconds. A silver medal? Seriously? A silver medal? Ah, yeah, this game. No, but it was fun. I thought I enjoyed it because it was something different um than we're all used to. You know, pick up a train, switch cars. Actually, I mean, you didn't really inspect them, but you kind of went through them. So that was pretty cool. And then putting in the shop, I think that last bit was just no point of really doing it. But hey, it doesn't matter. So yeah, but I guess that would be it for today's video. Again, if you're new here, please consider subscribing, hitting that like button. That will help out the algorithm on the YouTube. And until next time, we will see you all later.